He is the #1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world, according to the Ring magazine. Andre Ward is undefeated in 31 fights. His last fight, a unanimous victory over Sergey Kovalev. And now the rematch. And there is no love lost inside or outside the ring. He slaps like woman when he punches.
Yeah, I didn't feel on my face or my body any hard punch from him.
Every personal insult about my style and what I don't have and what I'm not, why couldn't you do anything about it?
Coming up, a preview of Ward versus Kovalev 2 and interviews with both fighters right here on Dish. Hello, I'm Scott Patrick in the Dish studio. Two great fighters in their prime, putting it all on the line. Ward versus Kovalev 2 is Saturday, June 17th, and you can watch it live from the comfort of your TV room with Dish pay-per-view. In fact, you can pre-order the fight right now on channels 471 and 472. Place your order online at mydish.com/boxing, or just give us a call at 1-877-DISH-PPV. That's 1-877-347-4778. In round 2 of their first fight, Andre Ward was knocked down. Of course, he got up and ended up winning. All three judges scoring it with a razor-thin decision of 114 to 113.
Listen, Andre won the fight.
Sergey got robbed.
Sergey came out stronger than Andre. I think Andre was a little bit too patient, the first couple of rounds. But, that knockdown was the turning point. As we all know, Andre got up, off the mat very, very quickly, kind of giggled a little bit, laughed a little bit, had a smile, and said, you know what, let's go to work. I'm in a fight.
I saw a close fight, but not as close as to give to Ward.
Show me where Ward did not win, and it's kind of hard to find.
Yeah, it's hard to see unless you Stevie Wonder.
I don't think this was close. I really don't. I think he clearly won it. I think that Ward did some really good work in the middle rounds. I think Sergey figured out what to do, and in the last 3 rounds came on again.
I agree.
So I don't see that as close, especially when you've got a 2-point round in there. So.
Sure. Well, if only there could be a rematch.
If only.
And now Andre S.O.G. Ward, the last American male boxer to win an Olympic gold medal, looks to build upon his legacy in Ward Kovalev 2. Andre, great to have you back on Dish.
Good to be on.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Let's start with the really tough questions. Who's ranked the best pound-for-pound fighter in the world right now?
I mean, by the book, I'm ranked #1 right now. But it's a lot of great guys that could be up there. A lot of it is based on people's opinions. It's based on, individual likes, dislikes. But there's a lot of guys that could be interchangeably at the top, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, you name it. But I think as a whole, the pound-for-pound list should consist of guys who have fought the best quality competition and then how they perform once they fought that competition.
Sure, and right now that's you.
Over an extended period of time.
Absolutely. You talk about opinions, everybody has one on the last fight. How did you see that fight playing out, and how did you see it ending?
I definitely didn't see it, starting out the way that it did. That wasn't part of the plan. But at the same time, I've been in the game long enough where, you got to be ready for those types of things. And I think, you prepare for big moments like that, and even, moments that aren't going your way long before they come. So, I was fortunate, man. By the grace of God, I was able to get up, and I didn't go
with a smile.
With a smile. I had a peace about it because I knew it was going to be a tough fight. I'd already preconditioned myself to know that. That's what causes you to prepare like you should prepare. You got to be honest about your opponent's strengths. You got to be honest about them so you know what you're up against. But when that happened, I knew it was go time. It was less thinking and more action. And I think as people saw, we were fortunate to slowly take over the fight. And Kovalev wasn't able to make the necessary adjustments. And even though, there was a lot that I didn't like about the fight, that's probably one of my favorite fights that I've ever had based on the way me and my team responded under adversity.
Sometimes is a second round knockdown something that motivates you? It's a good thing over the overall picture of the fight?
I mean, you got 2 choices. When you get hit in the mouth, especially early, you're either gonna pack it in and either look for a way out, You're going to go into self-preservation mode and try to survive, or you're going to step on the gas and try to get that back. And I wanted to get that back.
Sure. The first fight, I think the word respect was used quite a bit. The second fight, the rematch, I'm hearing the word and seeing the word hate quite a bit. You guys don't like each other.
Yeah, no, I mean, I can not like the way somebody's acting and the way, you know, they carry themselves, but I think for me, hate is too far. You know, that's a strong, strong word, and there's no hate in my heart. And really, to be honest with you, you know, none of this is personal to me. You know, I've been following the sport very, very long, and I've been in the sport for a very long time, and it's okay. You know, I get it. You know, this isn't the first. It's the first Kovalev that I've fought, but not the type of mentality that he has. I fought these kind of guys my whole life and my whole career. They got, you know, a lot of things to say externally. You know, they want to put on this persona on this front. They have to live up to their reputation. He didn't live up to his reputation in the last fight, so somebody has to be the scapegoat. A trainer, the training camp, the lights were too bright, my gloves were blinded him, he couldn't see. It has to be something. Like, if you look at my personal career, anytime there was a big moment and I beat a guy that maybe people thought was 50-50 or maybe I wasn't going to beat him, there seems to always be an excuse. Rarely do you see a guy give a guy his just due.
True, true. All right, so hate's not the word, is dislike?
Yeah, I don't like him too much, especially right now. Like, and you know, I just don't. You know, at the end of the day, we're getting ready to fight. You know, so, you know, there has to be some kind of disdain for your opponent, in my opinion. But, you know, there's nothing, I don't wish any harm on him. That man has a family, and obviously the end goal is for us to get home to our wife and kids. So, you know, that's first and foremost. But no, I don't like the way he carries himself. I didn't like the way he carried himself the first time around. So, you know, this time, you know, it's just magnified, you know, and he's said some things. Most of it I don't pay attention to because, you know, I understand where it's coming from, but some of the personal things that he said, he's going to have to answer for that.
Yeah, some of these things I was writing down. He said he doesn't think you have any punching power.
What does that have to say about him, though? I mean, he just has to think about it. Like, every personal insult about my style and what I don't have and what I'm not, why couldn't you do anything about it? So I like to answer questions with questions sometimes. Like, what does that say about you? It's an excuse. It's a way out. It's, you know, he's a bully. It's that simple. He wants his way before the fight. He wants his way during the fight. And he wants everybody to fall in line. So there's some chinks in his armor and there's some weaknesses that I see, you know, internally, and I definitely want to tap into that.
So your family's still saying, go, do it?
Yeah, they're okay. Yeah. And the thing is, I got a lot left. You know, I haven't taken any beatings in this sport. I mean, obviously you're taking punishment to some degree, you know. Even if you're one of the, you know, even if you're a great boxer and great defensively, you're still getting hit. That's not normal. That's not, you know, the body's not made to get hit. So you gotta, you have to consider that. But right now I have a lot left in the tank, and, you know, retirement's not something that's in the front of my mind.
Andre Ward took 3 belts away from Sergey Kovalev in their first bout, the WBA, IBF, and WBO light heavyweight titles. And Kovalev wants them back on Saturday, June 17th. Ward versus Kovalev 2, the rematch. You know, there's nothing like watching these fights live, and the easiest way to do it is with Dish Pay-Per-View. Pre-order the fight right now on channels 471 and 472. Place your order online at mydish.com/boxing, or just give us a call at 1-877-DISH-PPB. And now our interview with Sergey Krusher Kovalev. English is not his first language, but this man of few English words makes it clear he thinks he's going to end the career of Andre Ward on June 17th. Let's talk about this first fight. A lot of people thought you won that fight. I assume you feel the same way.
I'm agree with the people, you know, and I very respect opinion of the people and boxing fans. If they said this means what they saw, and they saw what happened, you know. But right now we have a road to rematch, and it's the most important right now fight in my boxing career.
I think I read somewhere you felt you over-prepared or you overtrained. Do you feel that way about the first fight? That you overworked yourself before the fight?
Yeah, I already said this, yes, everywhere, and like I can repeat that, yes. I overtrained, you know, because I over-ranked Andre Ward, you know, as a great champion. He's a not very great champion for me, because I didn't feel his first 4 rounds, you know, till I lost my power, speed, you know, like just tired in the 5th round.
It's been interesting to watch you talk this time around and on Twitter. Some of the things, I think I read one that says, Ward can't knock me out, he slaps like woman when he punches.
Yeah, I didn't feel on my face or my body any hard punch from him for all 12 rounds. And what I said, that he slaps like a woman, like a girl.
Another one, be ready, mother. I'll finish your boxing career. Do you feel that?
He deserved it. He deserved it, and like, for me, he's not a great boxer. He went, for me, in my eyes. Maybe he is for another one, you know, for another people, for more people, but not for me. He lost my respect, you know, after the fight, because he's right now like really believed in his victory and pushed everybody to believe in his victory.
And what's going to happen June 17th?
Finish boxing career of Andre Ward.
Write it down. You do not like him. Do you hate him?
I don't. I not hate, but he doesn't like me.
And you don't like him?
I don't know.
It does not seem like you like him. I've been watching these press conferences.
No, I don't want to shake his hand, you know, no more, because like he's really like put a crown on his head, you know, and like don't see anybody around him. Like it's not a champion act, you know.
If you can talk to the people who are thinking about buying this fight, why should they buy this fight on June 17th?
I would to make fair decision, right decision and great fight. You know, like they will pay for exactly what they want to see.
I see this as round 13. We are going to start round 13 and find out what happens.
1 and 2, in their primes, contrasting styles, very different individuals. So you've got the makings of just an epic night.
We're gonna see a personal fight in the ring, not just boxing.
My goal and my purpose throughout training camp is to make it to where it's not close.
I think they're both going to just keep adjusting, and I don't think one is going to dominate the other. I don't think these two men could ever dominate one the other. I don't see that happening.
I want to stop him and get this fight over with within the distance. That way you can't make any excuses. You can't blame the commission. You can't blame Nevada. You can't blame the U.S.
This is not one of those fights that when it's over, you're going to go, wow, I'm really sorry I paid for that.
You should buy this fight because this is a one-of-a-kind fight. This is a historical moment, and you don't want to miss it. Seeing Andre Ward, the SOG, the Son of God, knock off Goliath. So you're going to witness David destroying Goliath. Interesting fight to see.
Sergey Kovalev, 31-1 with 26 KOs. That one loss to the undefeated Andre Ward, who has 15 KOs under his belt. Looks like somebody's going down on June 17th. If you're a boxing fan, this is the fight you're going to want to watch live. And of course, the best place to watch it, wherever you are right now with Dish Pay-Per-View. Pre-order the fight today on channels 471 and 472. Place your order online at mydish.com/boxing, or just give us a call at 1-877-DISH-PPV. That's 1-877-347-4778. Ward versus Kovalev 2. If the first fight was any indication, there's going to be fireworks in the ring on Saturday, June 17th. Watch it live with Dish Pay-Per-View. You're watching Boxing on Dish. I'm Scott Patrick.